Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on my face. I'm going to try to make this video pretty short and sweet, simple to the point. I want to just essentially make a quick video to kind of do like a little office tour, since we are a virtual practice at this time. You don't really get to do a typical office tour that you would have on any other practice you go to that's in person. So I want to at least give an opportunity to show you what you will see in a session if you sign up for a session with me. Emily will be doing the same. So you'll both have like a little tour of our offices, and kind of won't be hopefully any surprise for you then. Because I know it's always a little bit nerve-wracking whenever you are doing a virtual telehealth appointment of like clicking that link, you're like, oh God, I'm so nervous about what I'm going to see. I get it. I've done it myself. But now there hopefully will be no surprises. So here is officially my office. This is what you will see. Depending on if you have the app, if you're using the app, or desktop, whatever, you might see like little limitations of it, but this is pretty much the widest view you would see of my office here. You will see on, there you go, that side. We typically try to have our diplomas and stuff like that in the frame in case you need to see them, and in case you need anything. Always ask us if you need anything like that. So like our licenses are right here. If you need our license number, it's public information. You're absolutely allowed to have that in case you need to look us up. More than welcome to. And then for me, I did my best to try to incorporate a little bit of myself in my background of what you will see. And so obviously you're not going to spend a lot of time probably looking at the background, which is why I get to kind of talk to you about it now. So I always try to incorporate a little bit of like who I am. So based off the website, if you read our little bios and things of that nature, I'm definitely a nerd, and I like to embrace that as much as I can within my therapeutic practices and just in my life as well. So you will see in the background here, I've got like Lord of the Rings stuff back there. Over my shoulder right there, we got, there he goes. We got Han and Chewie, the most important parts. I used to always have different pops, because I'd always be curious if the clients would notice if the pops changed and what they were, but clearly you're not coming to a session, a therapy session, to see different backgrounds. So they're the typical ones that are always here. Right now I have some Christmas stuff up, so I have that right there, then down in the bottom right there I got a little tree, stuff like that. So yeah, this is kind of what you get to kind of see as in a session. Not a whole lot, but pretty easy. I'm in a finished attic is where I'm at doing my session, so that's why you see like there's a slanted wall here. So if I stand up too fast, I'm hitting my head. But hey, it works out very well for what I need to have in terms of my sessions. So yeah, this is what it kind of looks like. And within a first session, kind of giving you a little bit of a debrief on that. I know we have a different blog post that has more about what to expect in a session, but I kind of like to show you what that's going to look like from here. So very first time I sign on with you as a client, I'll typically ask you for quickly to, if you could, flash an ID to the camera to make sure I'm talking to the right person, just to protect confidentiality and HIPAA and all that fun jazz. Do some brief introductions. I go over and make sure we go through the intake paperwork that you've already signed at this point in time, because we send you all of your intake paperwork via our client portal, and you complete all of that before the first session, so we get to kind of get that out of the way first. But I go through it with you real quick, make sure you understand, ask some questions that if you have any follow-up questions about, especially with confidentiality, our fees, things of that nature. Everything will go ahead and go over that. If you are utilizing insurance, we'll make sure we have all that information correctly and continue to go through that process. Then we spend majority of the rest of the session going over what we call the diagnostic assessment, the DA. What that does just kind of gives us a good starting point of how we can best assist you on your journey. So that's what we essentially do on the very first session. This is what you get to see. I always do talk that within the session. So typically when I'm doing a session, I have like a split screen going on with the computer whenever I'm having a session. So anytime I need to write something down real quick, I'll go ahead and type that out real quick and then be able to still have you on the screen as well. I still always have some sort of like pad and paper right next to me. So if I'm looking down here and writing, that's what I'll do. But I go through all of that with you on the very first session. So yeah, you get to kind of see the office and what you get to see in a session. So hopefully the whole idea is it's a little bit relaxing. It's meant to be. I've so far gotten positive feedback from clients that it is very relaxing. So I But my ideal goal is to hopefully when you're staring at something on the screen for an hour, that at least is a little bit of a calming, as much as we possibly can, calming background. So yeah, we look forward to working with you, and we hope you get in contact with us soon. And yeah, we'll hopefully get working on a journey. All right, I will hopefully talk to you later. Thanks a lot.